they hear Sandstorm, and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened. Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pandas offense takes the field to start this game off. And there he is to this team. He is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games and big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot believe it.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Pandas will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Running it back, it's Bennett. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So South Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They'll go right back to him. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
They'll go to the ground. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. A designed run for the quarterback. Shows him the stiff arm. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Coming after him. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the middle. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
A little screen to the running back. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Pocket starts to collapse. Pulls it in. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Pandas will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Bennett. He gets a block. Can they catch him? He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field, running with power.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. At the 35, he's open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
But with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Sheffield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Pandas are flying down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Handoff to the single running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. A shot toward the end zone, and they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He's got the back in the middle, and he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he grabs it at the 15. Touchdown Gamecocks. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Back to the ground game on the left. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Still on his feet at the 45. Off he goes. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. And the Pandas have it with a 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They're bringing heat. And here comes the pressure. There he goes down again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Hines is back in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Here's the handoff. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out from the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Touch pass on the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. On the return, it's Hobbs. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Myers on the move. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. First down here for the offense. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Still looking on the move. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. The Pandas will punt it away on 4th down. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to go in at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Fires to the big fella. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Comes out throwing on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Simon. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Motion from the offense. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's going up top. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. How about this on 1st and goal to give to the wide receiver? He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it, open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. From the gun to give, looking for room. Hard-hitting tackle. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's Sellers. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, South Carolina. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Bennett. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Grab behind the line. It's Brown. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looks as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
To the ground with the back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback keeps it. Past the first down marker and still running. Touchdown Gamecocks! And the route is on. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the offense onto the field again. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Going to try to get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He breaks a tackle. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Sheffield.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Pandas will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Holding. Receive team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Sanders. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Well, I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. They move the tight end all over. Quarterback will audible. Back to pass, it's Sellers. He wants to take the top off. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. The Gamecocks are marching down the field, making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The offense set for a first down play. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab. It's Chandler. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
You want to have a lot of success on defense? Make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They've got the screen set up. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Pandas come to the line with a new set of downs. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Getting some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
On the return, it's Bennett. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's Brown. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Movement here from the tight end. Leaves it with the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads can call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
It's a great job by the defense disguising what they're doing pre-snap to post-snap. You've got guys dropping back into zone coverage. Quarterback and offensive line think they're only rushing 3 or 4 guys max, but they blitz from the 2nd level, and that's what was able to help them get home.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Showing the arm strength down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They just didn't. The rhythm on that last drive, Jesse, they had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job. Blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. They're trying to get to him. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Pandas line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the returner will be brought down.
Your South Carolina. The Gamecocks will take over.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll run it from the gun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's right on target. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying.
Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the 1st down. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Dropping back, it's Sellers. And that pass intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
He's got an open man. All kinds of running room. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out because this wasn't a great day.
It's in.